Wild and captive orcas. Let's look at the vocabulary terms. Marine, of or relating to oceans. Dorsal, related to or found on the back of an animal or part of an animal. Captivity, the state of being kept somewhere and unable to leave. Skyrocketed, increased greatly and very quickly. Tragic, very unfortunate, causing deep sadness. On the left side of your page, you'll see a photograph of an orca leaping from the water. Caption says, "Orcas live along the coasts of most countries around the world." If you've ever seen an orca or even a photo of one, you'll probably agree that their appearance is unforgettable. These huge marine mammals are the largest dolphins. They're black on top with a white belly, white patches above and behind their eyes, and a gray patch behind their tall dorsal fin. Males can grow as long as 32 feet and weigh 6 tons, though most aren't that large. Males are longer and heavier than females. Orcas are also known as killer whales. They are a species of toothed whale, a large group that makes up almost 90% of all whales. Dolphins, porpoises, belugas, and sperm whales are examples of toothed whales. The other 10% include humpbacks and blue whales. Instead of teeth, they have stiff bristles called baleen inside their upper jaw. Orcas are called killer whales because of their reputation as fierce predators. They eat a wide variety of prey, including fish, sea turtles, and octopuses, as well as other marine mammals such as seals, sea lions, and even other whales. Because orcas hunt using teamwork, they can bring down whales much larger than themselves. Like other dolphins, orcas are extremely intelligent. They are highly social animals that live in family groups called pods, which can have as many as 50 members. Although orcas as a species eat many kinds of prey, each race concentrates on a narrower range of food. According to researchers, different races rarely interact where their ranges overlap, as they don't breed with each other. These races live in the North Pacific Ocean. Resident orcas mainly feed on fish. They tend to stay closer to the shore and have smaller home ranges. Transient orcas feed more on marine mammals. They travel over a much wider area than residents. Offshore orcas stay farther away from shore and have large home ranges. Observations suggest that they often feed on sharks. Orcas have been in the news in recent years because of the problems related to keeping them in captivity. The first efforts to keep orcas in captivity took place in the 1960s. Because capturing and caring for wild orcas are both extremely difficult, many early attempts resulted in injuries and deaths. However, over the years, marine parks have become more successful at capturing orcas. However, a growing number of people are concerned that it may not be possible to care for orcas properly in captivity. Concern skyrocketed in 2010 after a captive orca named Tilikum killed a trainer at a marine park. He had previously caused the deaths of 2 other people. The 2013 movie Blackfish focused on Tilikum and raised questions about whether orcas belong in captivity. Among the main concerns are family groupings among wild orcas last for life and form the basis of social groups. Captured orcas are removed from their family and placed with unrelated orcas. They often fight because they are tense and anxious in these unnatural relationships. The average lifespan of wild orcas is 30 to 50 years. At least one female is over 100. In contrast, captive orcas in marine parks die at an average age of 12. Wild orcas swim 100 miles or more per day. In captivity, their only exercise is swimming around small tanks and performing tricks. Captive adult male orcas suffer from dorsal fin collapse, in which their dorsal fin flops over to one side. Experts think this condition is related to their limited exercise and the poor quality of their food. Captive orcas often bite on iron bars and concrete, signs of boredom, anxiety, and stress. They sometimes break teeth as a result of this activity. Experts say that harming humans is a sign that captivity causes unnatural behaviors in orcas. In the wild, only one orca has ever attacked a human. As of February 2018, there were 60 orcas in captivity in 8 countries. At least 165 had died in captivity. More than 50 years of capturing orcas has provided clear evidence of the tragic consequences for both orcas and humans. How much more suffering needs to happen before this practice ends? At the bottom of your page, you'll see an orca performing a show. Caption reads, "A captive orca performs for an audience." Near the center of your page, you'll see an infographic with some information about orcas. Female orcas can live up to 90 years in the wild. Half of the wild-caught orcas die after only 4 years in captivity. 91% of orcas that have been taken into captivity since 1961 have died. More than half of the world's captive orcas are in U.S. marine parks. 71% of the public say the absence of orcas at a marine park would not affect their desire or decision to visit. 69% of the public would rather educate themselves about orcas outside of a marine park. 80% of the public agree that lifelong confinement to a relatively small pool is reason enough to end orca captivity. What do you think?